presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Get our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. And this is a 4-day work week inside the marketplace, folks. Good Friday's Friday. Closes for the weekend. So we definitely have some action out here today. We'll see how this baby shakes out this week. To master love, you have to practice love. The art of relationship is a whole mastery, and the only way to reach mastery is with practice. To master a relationship is therefore about taking action, not attaining knowledge. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 1,303. NASDAQ up 438. S&P's up 146. That's a gain inside the Dow Industrials of 6.2%. We have 5.9%. Give me one more second, and we might get 6% in the NASDAQ. We're at 5.99 right now in the NASDAQ. The S&Ps were at 5.68. Gold contract up $64, trading at $17.10 an ounce. Gold took out this B point, ripped it apart with volume, by the way, folks. Next leg in gold is 1704 rather. That's the ABC structure. My take is gold's going for the all-time highs right now, folks. That's a 1-to-1, the 1804 level. Silver up 82 cents, $15.32. Silver has the price going. We need volume behind this move. Notes and bonds, oil. Oil's down $2.22, trading $26.12 a barrel. We'll take a look at that oil market, see how it's pulling back. You get notes and bonds. The 10 years down 24 ticks, 138.12. The 30-year is off a full 2 points plus 2 ticks at 180.16. Now, notes and bonds, they're pulling back. They're not holding price, which is good. They're pulling back with tremendously lighter volume. So what that's saying, folks, is this. The note and bond market here, let's bring it up so you can see how this note and bond market reacted the first time that it came down off its highs. What it had done is it came off its highs with tremendously lighter volume. Then it went topside, also with even lighter volume that went downtown on. Now, what we have out here today is that you are going downtown. You don't have a lot of sellers. There's only 813,000 contracts. That being said, what has happened is this. You got inside the lower range on the 10-year. So anything inside 138.18 is in the lower range. That's saying, okay, it wants to run now to 137.01. Bottom line, and that's a big run down. We'll see how it gets there. I suspect what we're actually going to do is run all the way down to the very bottom of this consolidation is 133.21. That being said, that's also saying that we're not done going topside, because when you're pulling back and you're pulling back with tremendously lighter volume, bottom line, it's saying there's not a lot of sellers. What we do know, which is pretty cool, is that we know that the Fed's in there buying. So any type of pullback at all is saying that even with them buying, the bottom line, you're in a consolidation, you're pulling back. King dollar. King dollar's been trying to test this March 26th high all day long. Hasn't made it up there yet. The number that you're looking at there in King dollar is 101.018. We hit 100.931. Kind of just laying there. The way gold is moving, it's saying that, guess what? It looks to me like you are going to have a failure up there, but it hasn't happened yet. Now, the market itself, so picture this. We are coming into now, folks, the top of the consolidation, and this is where the sellers are lying. So this is going to get really intriguing, not at the close today, because my take is at the close today, we're going to hold price. It's going to be tomorrow morning. This is what you have. The last time that we came up here, well, first off, these are your two benchmarks. Your first benchmark is on the 26th of March. That's when the Dow Industrials hit 22,595. You had some good volume there. As we came back up into that last Tuesday, bottom line, you failed on price as well as volume. Now, what's happening out here today is that we haven't tested it yet, and you don't want this test out here today, folks, because the reason being is that what you're going to see is that the volume has contracted dramatically since this morning. If we go take a look at this SPY, what you're going to see is this. The benchmark here on the 26th, your high is 262.80, okay? We did 257,000 contracts, okay? Bottom line is that we got up there on last Tuesday with 194 million, and we failed on price and volume. We're only at 113 million today. Now, it looks that it's going to close right at that level, because right now we're basically right under that level. We hit 263.15, but this is going to be dicey, man. It's really deviant also. We need a lot more volume, not a small amount, folks, a lot more. And we'll see whether we can hold price. What ended up happening on last Tuesday is that we did not hold price coming into the close. We went from a price point of 263 down to 257. So how we close out here is going to be crucial, particularly because you're running into that area. You have a big contraction of volume. You're holding price. Now, if you hold price, the market is going to have a chance to basically get some sleep tonight, feel good, and then bust into that area tomorrow, and we'll see if, in fact, it can get the volume. Thus far, that volume's not there. Heck of a move. No two ways about that. Gold contract. Let's go over and take a look at the gold contract. What we have inside the gold contract is this. Bottom line, gold contract ripped apart its B point, has volume behind the move, has it all actually. And this is just the smaller move. Okay, so you took out the B point up here, 1698. We have done 172,000 contracts. You now only needed over 108,000. Bottom line is that this baby, you have a price projection of 1804. As I said a little bit earlier, if we take a look at this continuous contract, what you're going to see is my take here is that we're going for all-time highs here. I suspect more than likely the way this contract is actually trading, I suspect we're going to basically blow this away. So if we take this up in a monthly and take a look at it, what you're going to see is that it was June of 2019 that we actually broke the downtrend, saying that on a monthly basis it wanted to take 1920 out. Your swing points up here, we have an 1804 price projection, so there's going to be some flack at 1794, 1795. Look at this, 1804, that's weird, wild, was the swing high of November of 2011. Bottom line, it's going after it. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials up 1260. NASDAQ up 431. S&P's up $140. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up by 236, Nasdaq's up by 424, S&Ps are up 137. And if you do go over and you take a look at this British pound, what you're going to see, the pound right now, folks, it just came down slightly, but what has just happened is that Boris Johnson's condition has worsened, and he just was moved to intensive care, and they're deputizing the foreign minister, Dominic Raab, to basically fill in for Johnson. If you take a look at this, it hasn't. Well, of course, the UK market is closed, but it did take the pound down slightly. It took the pound from a price point of 123 to 122. So hopefully that will work out for him. The thing that is pretty wild with even these press releases is that this morning they claimed that they were just watching him. Because not that things have got bad, but it's too bad they just don't come out and flat out say it at the very beginning, because that was quite a takeoff from the last 6.5 hours. Earlier they said, they're just keeping an eye on them, and then all of a sudden you're in intensive care. And bottom line is that I'm sure he's going to get the best care out there, but attacking your breathing is a bad scene, folks. There's no two ways about that. Some of the higher volume equities in this marketplace out here. You got Carnival up by 168. You got Bank of America up 106. Advanced Micro is up 399. Oh, you want to hear a scandal? This is. So picture this, folks. Okay, you have a couple of different programs out here, no doubt, from the CARES Act, the $2.2 trillion act that is in place, that, of course, us as taxpayers are going to basically pay up, or our children are going to pay up. Someone's going to end up paying this up. That's the bottom line. But the scandal, so there's a lot of different scandals. One of them, it was certainly not Bank of America. I think Bank of America is going to get so much business after this, it's insane. So Bank of America is right now one of the only banks that is not only up and pushing these babies out, but the bottom line is that they've already basically processed 10% of the amount of money that is actually out there. Wells Fargo, if you want to hear something sick, and I still got one account of Wells Fargo, and I keep saying I had to get rid of it, and I definitely got to get rid of it because it's like insane. Wells Fargo was claiming that because the government wasn't letting it grow any further, that they couldn't basically get their paperwork together in order to have this done so small business can get the loans, okay? Bottom line, absolute lie. I mean, flat out. SunTrust, they're not together out here either. Chase, same deal. So it's going to get interesting. What is going to happen, the Fed just came out at 11:30 this morning, and okay, so here's the first one. Wells Fargo said it can't meet demand from small business rushing to participate in the U.S. program because of constraints imposed by the Federal Reserve on the bank's growth. The company has capacity to lend $10 billion to small business clients under the $349 billion U.S. program, but customers already expressed more interest in that, Wells Fargo said in a statement late Sunday. So picture this here. The firm said it will therefore focus on helping nonprofits and businesses with fewer than 50 employees. What had happened here, like when they even get that number, folks, okay, that number is just from, if you go on Wells Fargo, there's just an email saying, okay, how much money are you looking for? So yeah, maybe they put it together, but bottom line is that it is what it is. What the Federal Reserve has done, let me get this, because now what's going to happen, they're going to have to work their way through this deal. Okay, let me see. Fed news, because what is happening now is that the Fed is going to step in the middle of these programs. I just saw this article. So that none of them can have any reason whatsoever not to do these loans. What the Fed's going to do is that the Fed is taking every loan that's done. So let's picture that you and I are a bank right now. Let's say you just do overnight, you do a loan for, let's just say it's $1 million, let's say it's $1 billion, okay? We do $1 billion. Well, as soon as that loan's done for the $1 billion, they're going to be able to go to the Fed. The Fed's going to give them collateral for $1 billion. So the bottom line is that they are going to make 1% on these loans as it's a no-risk loan. And if you heard Mnuchin, he was getting a couple questions. This was on a press conference last week. This is even when it was only, they were making 0.5%. What had happened is that he knew that he had to go up to 1%. And he was saying himself, hey, listen, man, where do you get 1% risk-free? And that's what the banks are going to get. So he's saying, hey, man, they got to get it done. Now they definitely got pushback, meaning the banks pushed back into the government, and now the bottom line is that the Fed is going to say, okay, they're going to backstop all of those loans, and we'll see what banks come through with it and what banks are basically still holding their customers up, So it's still not a great scene out there for the second batch. And on the first batch, if you were at TFNN or at TFNN, you see the first, when I did that one show, the first 10,000, that first 10,000 was supposed to be in accounts also within the 72 hours. Now, as far as I know, that has not happened yet. I mean, I know we get a couple accounts that are definitely over 72 hours. So I will give you some feedback. And if anyone else actually did get that 10K in, now I'd love some feedback that, yeah, that's cooking too. But it looks to me like that also is going to be tied up a bit. That in the state of Florida, folks, if you want to hear one of the biggest scandals out here, we just happen to be in the state. And what it is this. So check this out. So we have Governor Scott. So Governor Scott, folks, okay, no, he's a senator now. I have no idea how he became governor or senator, because it's a mind blower. Because he was in charge of HCA, which was the largest Medicare fraud in the history of the United States. He was the CEO, okay? Bottom line, gets out of town, makes his billions, right? Never gets anything, okay? Goes from a governor to a senator. Well, when he was governor, he did over the Florida unemployment side. Of course, what's going on now is that so many people are unemployed in Florida, okay? Well, it comes out that his campaign manager, he gave his campaign manager the contract to do the website over. Now, you want to hear how much the website costs, folks? Listen to this. I hope everyone's sitting down. $73 million for a website. And guess what, folks? The website does not work. So the biggest scandal out there, now this is going to get really intriguing, because it hasn't worked. The Inspector General has been telling. First, he told Scott it wasn't working. Then they told DeSantis it wasn't working. Bottom line is that on Saturday, now this is how decadent this is, or just off base, is that the head of the Republican Party in Florida come out and said someone should be in jail. And there's no doubt, man. Can you imagine $73 million for a website that doesn't work? And, of course, now we have people that are unemployed, and they can't get their money. They can't even sign up. Crazy. Dow Industrials up 270, 1273. Nasdaq up 435. S&P's up 140. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 1310. Nasdaq is up 450. S&P are up 145, and you just might see them really run this baby into the close here, folks. It's not like we were already up 6%, so pretty intense. Let's go to Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
It's a beautiful thing. I love my GFI.
There we go. So you get GFI, which is Goldfields. The low out here is
I don't know if you know this, but Wells Fargo and SunTrust are merging.
Wells Fargo and SunTrust?
Yeah.
When that happen?
They're doing it now. Because I'm a SunTrust member.
No, I don't think so, man. I mean, I know I know SunTrust merged with, is it not Fifth Third? It's another company.
No, I thought it was Wells Fargo.
No, it's not. No, it's
okay.
Because they're called Truist now. Yeah, that already happened now. Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's all right. So GFI, yeah, you get a bid out here. There's no doubt. You're up 78 cents out here. Bottom line is that this, next run.
Is it going to break? You think it's going to break the 616 high?
669, you mean?
No, six. No, not. I think it was six. Is it 669 high?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the way this is set up, it's broken the whole downtrend that was in place out here since February 24th, and that's 750. I mean, and you have a break. This is a break with conviction, which is always nice. It's wide price spread.
I got in at 494. I bought 4,000 shares, so I'm up pretty good right now.
Good. You get action, man. I mean, the bottom line is that you get the action there. You get the gold contract going with you. Now, they still have mines in South Africa also, folks. And when you look at the Rand dollar is at 18.68 Rand dollars to $1 US. So, they do business more than in South Africa, but that's really a weak Rand, which even puts more dollars to the bottom line. So you get some action, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you put it in the gold report. I saw it in it this week. Thank you.
Your wish is my command, Al.
How's Harmony doing?
Harmony's doing good, too. Let's go look at it. So first we'll look at it in South Africa. Bottom line in South Africa up here today was up 292 Rand dollars, and we go into the USA and we take a look at it, and you're up 39 cents. You get volume behind the move. You're at 250. This one wants to make the run to 294. Now this one hasn't broken
I saw the report, and I got in at like 224. So
good. Yeah.
Now this 5,000 shares. So
and this one hasn't broken the downtrend yet. Just so you. And what we've done. So this needs another day of like what we have out here today, and then that downtrend could be broken. It's close because we're right at it. Okay, cool. So we need one more day like today in Harmony. That's the difference. So GFI has broken it. Harmony hasn't yet. But bottom line, you get a day like this tomorrow. It's coming right up to that line with a vengeance. So I suspect more than likely we are going to see it happen, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I told my wife that I'm going to, instead of the 75-inch TV, I'm going to 82 this week.
Well, yeah, I mean, the price on TVs, too, are pretty low, right?
Yeah, they're pretty. I go to Costco. There's some pretty good deals at Samsung and that. And if anybody doesn't know, if you're not a member at Costco, if someone is, you get a gift card from there, even $10. You can get in and then buy whatever you want.
Oh, isn't that cool to know? That's great to know, man. Okay, cool, good. Thanks for the feedback.
I remember BJ's. I don't know about BJ's or Sam's Club, but I know Costco. If you get a gift card, and that you're allowed to go in there and go shopping. So
sweet. Cooking, brother.
Thank you, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's get over and take a look at the S&Ps first and see how we're going to close into this market out here. So you get the E-minis. You had the first, let's see what we got here. So 31,000 contracts versus 26. It's got action. This is, we just busted into the first high that was generated out here, which is 26.29, and you get volume behind the move. That's saying that, bottom line, we're not going to give it up, man. It's actually saying, let me see this here for a second. 5 minutes into it, yeah, the second bar is even going to be bigger. So the second bar right now, 22,000 versus 31. This is saying they're going to run this right into the close. Let me pull up the NQs for a second. So how many? Oh, you got a long time into the close. Oh man, this is a trip. Okay, so if we pull up the end, yeah, the NQs are already showing. The NQs already got the juice way over right now. So the benchmark in the NQs is 79.62. This is important, folks, when you're trading, to basically get. If you're trading the S&P, it doesn't matter. Go look at the NQs simultaneously, because the NQs have been, are, and they still are ahead of the S&Ps. And they busted the swing, and they busted with volume. Now check this out. This is a small ABC structure on the way up, but this small one is actually a pretty large one, because your B point on this is 79.62, and your A is 78.30. Oh my God! So that's 130 something bucks, which gets you into 8,042. And right now we're at 79.73. So bottom line is that we're in an ABC market right now, and an ABC market, folks, is. So let's picture how the ABC markets work. ABC market, either down or up, goes like this. You get the first leg up. I'm going to talk about one leg. First leg up, straight line move, have volume behind the move. That's A to B. The B to C, you pull back, you have light volume, you go all over the place, drives people out of their freaking mind, okay? C to D, straight line move again. And that's the type of market that we're in right now. And what's going to be so intriguing here is that the way we're closing out, I do expect that, number one, that the market's going to hold, and number two, and this is going to be the big one, because what I expect, what we'll see tomorrow morning, if this busts over these levels, folks, there's a lot of people shot at these levels. Then this would be a place to shot. That's the bottom line, because you're back against the wall. But I can tell you something. If you are short this market, I would not go overnight short this market, because if this is an ABC structure on the way up, just to give you an idea how big this is, it's a monster. The B point is trading on the SPY is 262. Your A point is 218. So you're talking about, what's that, 44 points, which can get you into 283 in the SPY. And as I said, it's a straight line move. So many times when you're not in these, it actually goes so fast that bottom line is that, it just goes up, tags it, and then it'll do something other than continue the way that we've been going. Dow Industrial's up 1333, Nasdaq up 462, S&P's up 148. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year, or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year, or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Dow right now is up 1342. We get the Nasdaq up 464. S&Ps are up 150, and there's no doubt that there's action out here. Now, this gets interesting too, because what we still don't have out here is volume, folks. Okay, but I suspect, as I said a little bit earlier, that the price is going to hold. What we don't have also, now this is really positive for the bulls out here, is that you're going to see, if you look at this uptick, just a tick in general, you're going to see that it says 18, 16. But what you don't do, folks, you never use the tick on the open of the market, whether it's down or up. Bottom line, the highest tick we had out here today was 1122. Now, that is really positive for the bulls in a huge way. Because most of the time what ends up happening is when you have a market that is this exponential on the way up, you have the amount of folks that have to come in simultaneously at the same time buying, and we didn't get that out here today. So that is bullish in a huge way. If we go over and we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see out here is that you are up and the volume is not enough. That being said, though, guess what? The last time that we were up here, you failed on price and volume. I don't see us failing out here today. So if we don't fail, it gets another night's sleep, it gets up, and then it's going to try to bust through this whole consolidation. And the way it's looking right now, I don't think it's going to have that much of a problem, actually, because the NDX 100, bottom line, is not only through the consolidation, but has actually got up to the highs that were generated out here last Tuesday, which is 195.25. We hit 195.17. And in that case, what we may see is this. The NQs are going to be really close to basically getting some juice in them, because you still have, we still got basically 15 minutes left, and the NQs will put some volume in at the close. So we'll see if we get it. And if the NQs get it, and if the NQs are an ABC structure on the way up, hold on to your seat, because I suspect that ABC structure will be finished before we go on vacation this Friday. I suspect it'll just be a straight line move, and that's what we'll have. So, you know, there's no doubt that some of these markets. Well, let's go overseas and take a look at what happened today overseas. We had the DAX. Oh, see, same place. This is cool. So I'm going to be able to get. I'll have these volumes tonight in the DAX. So DAX did the same thing. The top of the consolidation in the DAX is 10,137. We closed at 10,075, so we're going to know quite a bit, man. I don't have the volumes here. I won't get those volumes until 8 o'clock tonight. But the DAX held price all the way to the close. We take a look at the FTSE, which the FTSE was weaker the whole day. It's up 166. The top of that range is at 58.15, and they're only at 58.82. We go take a look at the, let's go take a look at the CAT. So the CAT in France and Paris was up 4.5%, and that's a little bit weaker too. You know, our markets, though, bottom line is that they are there, and if we don't basically back off coming into this close, it's going to have a real chance to basically just jump the creek. And if you have my book, The Art of Timing the Trade, you know that you jump the creek. It's a very, very powerful sign. There's no two ways about that. So all that means is jump in the creek, folks. It's actually a Wyckoff term, guy in the 1920s. It's the top of a consolidation or the bottom of the consolidation. You come up to the consolidation, and you just blow by it, you know, and jumping the creek. He made the analogy, the way that he had picked this up. He lived in a cold climate, and then in the winter, you know, the bottom line is that you get the ice all over the creek. You can't get through it. You can't get through it, and then you jump the creek. That's where this whole thing comes from. So, Dow Industrials. If we pull up the Dow and we take a look at the Dow Industrials, you're going to see the Dow Industrials also laying right at the highs that were generated out here on the 26th. That close on the 26th was 22,552. We've hit 22,442. We'll see how it sets up. But the Dow, so what's going on here, this is basically pretty positive. I'd like to still see more volume, but laying right underneath it is a nice indication. And just so you can wrap your head around this for a second, the type of retracement, folks, that we got off this bottom was very minimal. I don't even think, well, let's see if we did a 0.382. I'm not even sure if we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did a 0.382 retracement. You know, the bottom line is that the way it's looking out here is that when the lows were established on March 23rd, your first leg up took you up to March 26th. You went up with volume. You definitely pulled back with lighter volume. So everything is in place for an ABC structure on the way up. And you only did do a 0.382 retracement. So when you do a 0.382 retracement, that is a very weak retracement, which is saying that you have a market that can expand itself pretty dramatically. You know, a normal retracement in any market is 50%. A 0.382 is a strong market. A 0.618 retracement of the move is a weaker market. That's how you basically use your Fibonacci expansion contraction theory. So in this particular case, it's saying that, you know, you got a strong market. If we take a look at the weakest indice in that market, which is still the small caps, the small caps basically are doing some juice out here today. They're up with 39 million shares. And the small caps, the swing point in the small caps is much higher. We're at 111. The swing is at 117. But bottom line, this expansion of volume in the small caps is saying that, guess what? Even the small caps want to go. Because what will happen in the small caps is that that'll get a lot of volume at the close, just as the GDX will. So if we go over to the GDX inside the gold market, and it's going to need it, by the way, the GDX. The GDX has done 30 million shares out here, and that's anemic volume, folks, inside the GDX. So bottom line is that we need some volume there also. You know, you got a few stocks inside the gold market that do have the volume. The gold contract made the volume. That's an ABC structure on the way up. Silver did not. What you have with silver is basically up at those highs, just didn't have the volume. Oil, let's go over and take a look at the oil market. Oil went north last week in a huge way, and what you have out here today with this is going to be dicey for the oil market, I can tell you this. Yeah, let's see. So you got over the highs of Thursday, you close it underneath them. Yep, this can go right back to the bottom again. This is going to be sick. Yeah, so we're at 26.21. This can go right back to $20.52 in about a heartbeat. Yep, you haven't even, this thing can't even do a retracement, man. I mean, they're yelling and screaming last week saying, yeah, you know, oil's up, you know, basically, 50%. Well, yeah, 50% off of $19.27, folks, is nothing compared to you just came down from $63. So when you start using percentages off lows, you want to be well aware of what is the number that you're using that percentage off, because it makes a big difference. Oh, my God, look at this. This is heavy, man. Oh, they did it. So picture this, folks. Oh, man, I've seen a lot of markets, but this is quite a day. So when I was just explaining to you where the S&Ps were, this just blew by everything, folks. The S&Ps right now are up 168. You talk about running to the close, and it has 10 more minutes even between the 4 o'clock close. They're going to blow every shot out of the water right now. Dow's up 1,564. NASDAQ is up 518. S&Ps are up 172. We're coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 1,600, Nasdaq's up 525, S&Ps are up 172. That's a gain, folks, of 7.6% in the Dow, 7.11 in the Nasdaq, and 6.1 inside the S&Ps. If we get over and take a look at the NDX 100, it looks like it's going to be a confirmed ABC structure on the way up, folks. Now, at the close, it's going to need some volume, but I don't think it's going to be that hard to get. Basically, it needs 8 million into the close. I suspect we're going to get that because we've just accelerated pretty much. We need 62.6 million. Right now, you're at 54.05. And if that's what you get, folks, okay, this would be an ABC structure up to 210. And let me just make sure that's right. So 195, 164, 74, 84, 94. 30, 1 second. 30. Yeah, 210. 210, and right now you're at 197.30. So 210 would bring you, this is pretty intense, 210 would bring you to February 27th, which would be pretty intense, which would get you back to December of 2019 levels, actually. So this is going to be quite a market, and in the next 5 minutes, we're going to know whether that's an ABC structure on the way up. Let me go over that bond market, because what should be happening in the bond market is that we should get, look at this S&P. This is like phenomenal, folks. The S&P now is up 183. See, what's happening here is that because we were sitting there for 3 or 4 days and it's been such a bad market, that's where the sells were. The first time that we came back up there, on last Tuesday. We couldn't make it. You failed on price, failed on volume, brought it back. This time it's blowing through it. And the way this market is trading, let me just see something. It'd be interesting, with that much coming in at that level, you just might get the volume that we need to basically have that ABC structure up even on the S&P. Right now, it's still short. NASDAQ, however, different ballgame. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come back and visit us. Tomorrow morning, 8:30, Tommy kicks us off. Outstanding show. Look at him, folks.